Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Just here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with the reaction to Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode 5, The Shock. And I gotta say, after what went down at the end of the last episode, I think I am still in shock, because if we did in fact witness the death of Linda, man, I am heartbroken, because I think you guys know I've always liked her character ever since she's been introduced to the show. I've always said that she's good for Arthur, but now we know and now we've seen that he was not good for her, because I think she started going down the wrong path last season, right before the boxing match when we saw her doing coke. And right away, once I saw that, I was like, no, my poor, sweet, innocent Linda, no. But now we've seen this season, ever since the start of it, like, she is fully gone. She's almost like been acting like a different character. So to see her go as far as to try to kill Arthur, that took me back. But Paulie was the one that actually took the shot, and just the way that that entire scene was shot, it was almost like a fairy tale, dreamlike state. It was super interesting. Definitely a highlight for the entire series. One of the greatest moments of the show. But where do we go from here? Because at the end of the day, she is still the mother of Arthur's child. And I feel like without a moral compass, man, he is gonna fucking lose it. I'm scared for anybody that gets in his way. But like I said, I am scared, but I'm also excited to find out what happens next. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go.
Clear that shit. Clear it.
I already have like a pit in my stomach just from the flashback to the last episode. Poor Linda. She's still alive.
I deserve the bullet.
Mr. Shelby, your guests.
Get him out. Arthur. Family only. Get him out.
Mr. Shelby, on
Get out.
Oh man, this is brutal. I honestly thought this episode was going to start with a funeral. I didn't know it was going to pick up right where we left off, and that she only got shot in the arm.
Right. She's going to be fine. I gave her something. Let's get her to sleep. She's going to be fine. You should have let her do it, Paul. You should have let her do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
What a crazy start.
I would like to extend our gratitude, and not only for the music and the dancing, it has also been about us, the people gathered here. I want to tell you, good folk first, that with the dawn of a new decade,
This guy's definitely a speaker.
I will be setting a new course, here, in the very heart of England. And Mr. Shelby will be with me. Many of you lost fortunes in the recent stock market crash. The capitalists in New York.
Michael's right there to
Jews,
blame.
They are the ones who took your money. But it is I and those who know this truth who will light a flame the atheists cannot extinguish.
He's really riled them up.
So hear my words and pass them on to those with ears to hear. That when the new decade begins, there will be the birth of a new political party which will speak for you.
I feel like I'm watching history play out right here.
This new movement, this revolution, will be called the British Union of Fascists.
What the fuck are you doing dealing with a man like that, Tommy?
Yeah. Ain't gonna have to trust me.
Again. Things like that will have to stop. It's very low class.
It's not like he decided for that to go down tonight.
Mr. Mosley.
It's not like it's an every Saturday type of thing either. Well, in the Shelby family, I guess it kind of is.
You enjoy strategies.
Yes, I do.
Very much so.
Things will begin to happen now. I've been looking into your companies. The Shelby portfolio. Our friend, Jimmy McKevin, has asked for control of the racecourses north of Wincanton. I said yes.
Said yes. You have no right.
In return for what?
No return. None.
I don't like this at all. This guy thinks he's the puppet master
Please
now.
understand what I'm offering you as we go forward, Mr. Shelby.
Tommy needs to be the man.
Power.
He can't be working under anyone.
Oh, and also,
Oh,
Shelby, drink that.
Fuck this guy. I'm seriously not a fan of his.
Let's go, let's leave. Let's get in the car. We leave this place. We never come back, Linda.
I believe he would for
We never
her.
come back.
I've got a better idea. You stay here, living inside your head. Beside your life, inside your war. I'm glad I didn't shoot you. It would have been a kindness.
Wow.
I'll get out.
Please.
Like, she knew what she was getting involved in with this family, so that's kind of what upsets me about this. I'm holding on to hope that there's a way that he can actually get her back, but that might be a final season type of thing.
Leaving with a bunch of fucking gypsies.
You enjoyed yourself. Don't be talking shit now. The morning after. And whoever does like the set design, like with the cars, the fashion, style, and everything, it's freaking awesome.
This is a check guarantee. Signed by Mosley. This is evidence. Give it to the branch.
My superiors also ask why the information on Jesse Eden and the communists has apparently dried up. Your sister has an interesting theory. She thinks perhaps at last Tommy Shelby has actually started to believe in something.
He's trying to do the right thing now.
Younger. Please don't listen to my sister's opinions of me. They are always hopeful. Therefore, they are always wrong.
Something gonna happen to this guy? Tommy's watching. But they're really focusing on this out here. It's a fake out. Now where's the real one? Oh my god! I knew it was coming, I just didn't know what. The way that was filmed, it was incredible. Kid being like shot back, the ball bouncing up, flames. But I gotta be honest, I wasn't like emotionally attached to the younger character.
Tommy,
Let's sit down, Eddie.
what's happened?
Ben Younger is dead. I don't know how you felt about him. Or how bad this is gonna hurt. But whatever happens, just remember you have a baby inside of you.
Anyone you touch, which means anyone I touch, which means anyone any of us touch.
I was just kind of thinking that.
He never knew I was pregnant. I hadn't told him. I wasn't going to marry him.
Both were baby daddies.
The baby was a mistake, but that's okay.
Dead.
It will go down as an IRA assassination of a British military officer.
And what was it really?
It was
I don't even know what to call
a
it.
consequence of good intentions. Where the fuck is Chap?
Is this a setup? Not a single soul around.
Right, there's your lanterns. Where the fuck are the Chinese? Arthur, it's
Definitely was a setup. Chang couldn't warn him.
Chang, where's the stuff? Where is it? They didn't look like police. What are Italian? Irish. Irish, I think. Oh, fuck.
Fucking Irish. Yo. Slipping out. What's going off right now?
They're gone. To any of you still alive, you do not fuck with the Peaky fucking blinders.
Arthur does not give a fuck anymore. With Linda with the picture, he's still a father though, so he still should be a little safer, let's just say.
You're alive? Arthur's alive. John's dead. Danny's dead. Freddie's dead. Jeremiah,
One of his old comrades.
Them was going of the lucky ones.
Only this here is opium and cyanide. I can give this to you now.
He's like showing him that he still wants to live.
You're in here, Barney. You have no hands. There is no daylight. And you don't want to die.
No, I don't. Because one day things might change.
That's powerful. I think that's all he needed to hear. That's like motivation to keep
Things
going.
might change. Maybe they already have. Come here, Barney. If I could break you out of it.
Why would you break me out?
Barney, you were the best fucking sniper in our company. Never missed. I can use that man. What do you say, Barney?
Make it happen,
I'm
Captain.
hungry. After midnight Wednesday. Oh, don't keep track of those, Tom. Don't have to. You know, it'll be Wednesday. It's gonna be a big fucking bang. Big fucking bang.
Big fucking bang. Don't kill yourself now. This is going down right now.
Fucking Wednesday!
I thought that would be a season finale type of thing. I thought it was gonna be like a big heist. Seems almost too easy.
For nights. For noisy though. And the beat they all said I was.
This is the old Arthur we got back now.
Your dad? Who's your dad? This is my fucking dad. Right here. Where's Abraham? He got off at Solihull. Said if he sees Billy Boy here, he'll cut his fucking throat. Is it all aboard?
Oh, he's holding on to that grudge. He killed his son.
Yeah.
Hey, Arthur. Someday, yes? You and me?
I think that day's coming in the next episode. Season finale, baby.
So you spoke to Barney Thomas, eh? Yeah. Barney Thomas. He's gonna kill Oswald Mosley.
While he's on stage, while I'm stood next to him. And then I will take over as leader of the party, and you and Aberama can take care of that bastard McCavan.
Yo.
It's gonna be a busy few weeks, brother.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Alright guys, that was Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode 5, The Shock. And I gotta say right off the bat that this episode was basically the perfect setup episode for the finale, because as Tommy was speaking to Arthur at the end of the episode, it's like he was kind of speaking to us and letting us know what we can expect moving forward. Number one is the assassination of Mosley, which I cannot wait for, because nothing against the actor. Actually, major props to the actor. He's doing a great job, but I cannot stand his character. He's such like a pompous dickhead asshole that I just want to see him go. And once he's actually out of the picture, that's when Arthur and Mr. Gold, they can actually get their revenge on the Billy Boys. Not so much Arthur. I know he kind of still has the vendetta against the main guy, but really Mr. Gold, because right now he's just kind of sitting back, biding his time. Like, he's still super pissed off. He even said, or Arthur said at the end of the episode, or it might have been Tommy, I think it was Arthur, to the Billy Boy that was waiting for them at the dock there. If he would have got off there, he would have actually slit his throat. So I believe him too. That's the crazy part. But yeah, there's a couple things that I really want to talk about for this episode. The first thing, I guess we might as well go back to the very start, and that's Linda and Arthur, because what actually took place was not what I thought was going to go down. And what actually came of that, I guess it's kind of the same consequence. I'll get into it all, but yeah, let me just start it off by saying Linda's alive. I did not expect to see her alive this episode. I thought this episode might even start with the funeral for Linda. What I was talking about in regards to the same actions or the same consequence actually coming from it, even though she survived it, and it was just a shot to the arm. Here I was thinking that she got shot in the gut or something. That definitely threw me off. I don't know why she fell the way she did in the previous episode, if it was just an arm shot too. And apologies if you can hear the dogs barking in my hallway. I do live in an apartment building. It really sucks to film sometimes, especially because I gotta wait for like people to leave and my neighbors are like stomping around. Thankfully, I haven't had neighbors upstairs for a while, but that might be changing next month, so we'll see how that affects my filming schedule. But yeah, back to Linda. She just got shot in the arm, and the way she fell in the previous episode, I don't know. It's like she like collapsed. I gotta go back and watch it, because I could have sworn it was like a kill shot there. They definitely made it seem like it was, but then they revealed this episode that it's just a shot to the arm, and that completely threw me off. I was like, oh shit, she's definitely gonna survive this. But they plucked the bullet out. They didn't let her keep it. They let Finn keep his, so that kind of also caught me off guard. I mean, she's a soldier now. She's a Peaky Blinder, even though she's kind of cut herself off. She's deserving of that title. So yeah, obviously jokes aside, it was a super intense scene because I thought she was going to die. And for a second there, I think Arthur did as well. And that was just an emotional scene, because I know my eyes started swelling up. I don't know why really, because at that point I already knew she was going to survive, but I just really care about her character and Arthur's character. And yeah, just the whole thing, it really affected me. But I was happy that she survived, but the fact that she basically told Arthur no, because he pleaded to her, like, we can leave right now tonight, just the two of us. We'll grab Billy, we'll take off. Like, we don't need this life, we don't need this place, we don't need this family, we don't need any of it. As long as I'm with you, that's all I really need. And I completely understand where he was coming from, and I do believe that he was sincere in that moment. But at the same time, I think it was just too late. She already made her decision. When Arthur actually went and fucked up that one dude, messed up his face for good, I guess he kept him alive. I don't even want to see what that dude looks like now, but yeah, to Linda, it's like he was basically dead to her. Not the dude that got his face slit up, Arthur. And we saw it this episode as well. He pleaded to her. He basically begged. Like, it's like he was down on his knees, letting it all out, revealing everything, how he truly feels, like promising her he doesn't need this life anymore. He doesn't need any of it. And none of it mattered. Like, it was already over. I still wanted to believe that there was still a chance. Maybe there is. The final season, we might see a reunion, but for right now, it's basically like she's dead. She could have just died, just as easily died from that bullet. We'd be in the exact same spot because Arthur does not have her. So the main worry that I did have about her leaving or dying was exactly what we did see this episode as well from Arthur later on in the episode when he's kind of acting a fool. We saw him like guns blazing in that one scenario with Chang, like shooting that, like I don't even know what it was, like a minigun or something, but yeah, he does not really care. He still has a son to worry about, so I don't know why he's like this, but at the same time, I kind of understand it. At first, he was definitely broken. You could see it in his eyes. Like, he was taken back. He might have even taken a couple steps back after Linda initially turned him down in his offer to just run away. Like, he was definitely taken back. But the way that he's kind of dealing with it right now is just guns to the wall, guns blazing. Like, he does not give a fuck right now. And that's why I was saying at the very beginning of the episode, if she were to go, you do not want to get in Arthur's way because he now has nothing to live for, nothing to lose. That was the love of his life. Now, I mentioned as well, I kind of went over it like crazy previous episodes, or it might have been the previous recap, but without a good woman in a man's life, especially after a good woman comes into a man's life, yeah, that man is like a shell of his former self, and he's probably going to be going down a very dark path. This episode, it was kind of nice to see, though, as bad as that sounds, because it was also like we're getting the old Arthur back from the earlier seasons when he was just a young, reckless, wild guy, like the rabid animal, the rabid dog that Tommy already has or always has in his corner. We kind of saw that this episode as well. So, yeah, it kind of worries me. It's also super entertaining. I do like to see it, but I don't know if it's just the romantic side of me, or my old age. I just want to see her come back eventually. There's still hope that she is alive. Once again, this show, the writers, they fooled me. I did not see this coming, any of it. They definitely pulled like the rug out from under me because here I was thinking that I was going to go in this episode seeing the death of, or the funeral of Linda, and here she is, still alive, driving off on her own with one arm. So I do hope that she does come back. I do want to see her reunite with Arthur. But that's like a fairy tale ending in itself. That's like a perfect fan fiction ending. It would almost be more realistic if she doesn't come back. And I don't even know if Arthur deserves her. As much as I love the Arthur character, and it pains me to say, I don't know if he even deserves her. So, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Writers, take me away. Like, surprise me in the final season. If she comes back, I'm going to be super happy. If she doesn't come back, I'm just going to understand. That's like a realistic ending for their relationship if that's the case. But once again, we shall see what the final season holds, unless we still have one more episode to go, though, for this season, for season 5. I don't think she's going to come back for this season. That's why I am kind of just saying season, or the final season, when we can expect a complete resolution with that, or we'll finally get answers if she will ever come back. But who knows? I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong plenty of times before. It wouldn't be the first time. That's for dang sure. So who knows? The next episode could start off the very first scene. She comes back. But I highly doubt that. But the other scene I really want to talk about, and it was basically the main other thing that I had to talk about, was the scene where Younger actually died. I don't feel like an emotional connection. I wasn't really sad for him. If anything, I was sad for Ada because of his death and because of his unborn child, or because of their unborn child, I should say. But when we actually saw Ada later on this episode, she wasn't even taken back. She even admitted, like, she didn't love him. Like, she really liked him. He was a good soul, a good person. He was just a good guy, but she didn't love him. Like, the love that she held for Freddie Thorne previously, like, I feel like that was the love of her life, like the real love. And who knows? She might find another love of her life. Who am I to say, like, there's only one for every single person? I like to think that everybody does have a soulmate, but at the same time, I feel like I've loved before and I've been heartbroken, so if I do believe that, then I would also be believing that I'll never find love again. So yeah, let's go a happier route, because in 2022, I'm sticking with positive. You know what? People can have multiple soulmates. I'm just going to say it right here, right now. So I'm going to say the same for Ada, but no. Joking aside, that's just how I deal with it sometimes, some of my dark sense of humor. But no, I'm keeping it positive. It was sad though. I mean, I wasn't sad by his death. Like, I wasn't crying or anything by seeing him die. It's just that it sucks to see the good die. And he was another one of the good guys in the show, much like all the shows I watch. Peaky Blinders, Game of Thrones, Walking Dead. The good do not last. So, yeah, he definitely had a nice funeral service afterwards, so that was nice to see. But I don't know if I should say it, but the reason why it was one of my favorite scenes as well was the way it was filmed and shot. And I know it's kind of bad of me to say, but the kid being blown back, the ball bouncing on fire, like up in flames, like it was super artistic. I know kids dying is a bad thing, but yeah, whoever directed this episode, props to them, because that was so well shot that even though it's a death scene, I'm more like kind of taken back and like blown away. No pun intended. Oh God, I'm going to hell. But no, it was just a great scene, even though what came of it is definitely brutal with the death of child and innocent. You never want to see innocence loss. They don't deserve it. But that's all I really had to talk about for this episode. I basically went over the main stuff with Linda and Arthur and that scene, because they set up everything, what we can expect moving forward with the finale, and that's the assassination of Mosley. I don't know why I'm saying it, Mosley, but I don't know if it's actually going to happen though, if he's going to come back for the final season. It might go wrong. I really don't know how it's all going to play out, but I'm definitely excited to find out. I think I'm going to cut it short though, guys, because it is actually New Year's Eve when I am filming this, as crazy as that is. It's almost supper time. I think I'm going to order a pizza before I go out, get some food in me. I definitely got the munchies, but yeah, this has definitely been a great year. I almost completed this entire series, or 5 seasons of it, in 1 year. And the crazier thing to think about, even though there was a pandemic and delays with filming, I watched this entire thing between season 5, basically after it aired, in the final season. So yeah, I'm going to be all caught up with you guys, which is something I'm really looking forward to. I don't know, like, is it going to be on Netflix right away, or like, do they drop the entire thing, or is it more of a BBC thing where it's a weekly episodic release? I don't even know, because I haven't watched this show during its original run. It's kind of crazy. I've just been watching the Netflix version. So yeah, and one last thing I want to say before I go, guys, is thank you so much for the support throughout the year. It honestly means so much to me, more than you guys know. But yeah, we're about 7 hours away from New Year's, from 2022 at the time of this filming. So happy New Year, stay safe out there. And as always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit, well, I'm not the one to be.